What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to try to get to 12 wins in this grand challenge, going all the way from 0 to 12 using one of the best Lava Hound decks in the game right now. So there's some other really good Lava variations. Of course, there's that one that finished #1 in the world last season, the Skeleton King one, so Lava is just in general really good in the meta. But you can see Valkyries in the deck instead of the Skeleton King. Because Skeleton King is getting nerfed, I figured I would do a Lava deck that isn't getting nerfed, so this will be really strong in the next balances. And there's still some people on top ladder currently this season running this variant. Valk is just really good against all the drill right now. Tombstone is just so good on defense. It just pairs really well in lava decks. It's really nice when you have a Tombstone on the board. It makes it a lot safer to go for your lava. And then the Inferno Drag, of course, a very high DPS card that's going to be really good against tanks, and also just when it's behind the Lava Hound, it's really scary and can be a big threat for your opponent. And then of course the balloon going to be your main win condition paired with the lava. So before we head in the first game, if you guys would like to support me, use my creator code BOSS in any Supercell game. Thank you guys so much for doing that. But yeah, let's head into the first game here and see if we can complete this grand challenge. Okay, we found our first game here. So lava is in our starting hand, but it's not usually good to start with lava first play. You at least want to wait a little while when you're using a lava deck with Tombstone, and ideally you would want to go for Tombstone before you go for your lava. But if your opponent doesn't do anything for a really long time, then you can probably do it. So like at this point, since we're getting near 30 seconds of nothing going on, I'm going to go ahead and do it because we also have Tombstone as our next card. But in this case, he's going to go for a Dark Prince, so we'll just actually go for a Valkyrie on top of it. And then now let's see what he does here. So he's going to go Golden Knight. Okay, so and then a lightning on that. Maybe not the best lightning. That was very aggressive. And he just played Golden Knight, so he's pretty, dry on elixir at this point. Doesn't have much. I don't know how much we're going to get out of this push, though, because, of course, we didn't have our balloon with it. But if this Inferno Drag gets on his tower, it might even be tower down. Wow, that's what it looks like, too. Yep, nothing in cycle to reset it. It looks like he already used his lightning, and he probably doesn't have anything like a zap or, an electro spirit. If he's already got lightning, I feel like that wouldn't make a lot of sense, especially when he already has the tornado, which he showed. So looking like a very easy game one here. So yeah, lava coming down. Okay, he's got Golem. I had a feeling it was either going to be Golem or E-Giant based off of what he's played so far. So we'll probably just try to get his second tower here and then defend this Golem with the Inferno Drag if we can. So let's see. And by the way, guys, I noticed in my last Grand Challenge video, a lot of people were saying I was being kind of toxic towards the opponents. So I'll try to lighten up a little bit on like kind of the jokes and the, the, I guess you could say, like insults, even though they're, I'm just kind of joking, and I was just trying to, kind of like, just be funny, or I wasn't, being too serious. So, I'll try to not, I guess, do it as often, but, it's just, it's just kind of for fun. But I do understand, like, the people you play against early on in the grand challenges, obviously, they don't often, a lot of them don't play the game or take it as seriously. I'm aware of that, but, I was just, I wasn't, being too serious, or I didn't, like, mean, like, all the things I said. I just wanted to clarify that, because I've never, but just because there was a lot of comments, like, just saying, like, I was going a little too far, or just, being kind of toxic. I didn't think I was, but because a lot of people said that, I'll make sure to keep that in mind. But there we go. Nice and easy game one there. Golem is not something that's, like, typically, like, really easy, but we had a very good start. Obviously, we were able to take his tower, early on, and, just Tombstone came in clutch on the defense and the Inferno Drag. Okay, so here we go. Oh, and I also want to say, like, even when they have lightning for the Inferno Drag, keep in mind that's a 6-for-4 trade, so I don't even know if I would consider no Tombstone in hand for the Hog. That's really unfortunate, but I don't even know if I would consider lightning a good counter to an Inferno Drag. I don't know if I would, because it's 6 elixir for 4, and you don't even take it out. It requires, like, an additional response, so I don't know how I feel about that. And by the way, so just a tip with Lava Hound, I'm going to say it right now. You have to be okay taking damage, especially, well, I'm just going to say it right now. With all lava decks, you have to be able to take damage because you need to build a Lava Loon push often, which is 12 elixirs. So you need to be able sometimes to lightly defend. You can't always overcommit on defense or else you're never going to get a push going. Okay, so Musk is out of cycle, Cannon's out of cycle, Fireball's out of cycle. Now, it is 2.6, so he can get back to one of them quickly, I'm sure, or at least go Ice Spirit to prevent him from losing, yeah, the entirety of his tower, but still, I'm going to zap just till we get that extra hit, and just like that, we have a very nice start to the game. Obviously, his main mistake there was cycling the Musk, Fireball, and the Cannon. Like, all three of his best air counters, he played them all at once when he didn't really need to, and he could have just, you know, well, just used 2 out of the 3, because if he was smart or, like, knew what, I was playing, he probably would have guessed that I had a Lava Hound, but in this case, maybe he didn't, you know, because there are some people who run Lava without the balloon, but in any case, very good for us. So we're getting near double here. Probably going to send in a balloon with this lava. I mean, why not? He doesn't have his hog in cycle at this point, so we don't have to worry about any, you know, potential pressure for the time being, unless he decides to go for his golden knight. Then in that case, you know, we of course could just go for a Valkyrie on top of it. So Fireball coming in here, just going to go for a zap to take out that Musk. And then as long as that balloon gets death damage, I'm going to feel pretty confident here that we're probably going to win this game because, you know, then we would just need to probably just almost at the point where we could just spell cycle. Maybe we need to cycle 1 zap before we can, but we're getting pretty close to that point. Actually, I might just... Never mind, I don't want to cycle a Fireball. Let's instead just go Balloon here, just to apply some pressure. We'll go Tombstone right now. He doesn't have his Fireball in hand, so he's not even able to Fireball it. And then we'll cycle a Zap on his tower. Okay, he just missed the Fireball. So yeah, that is kind of the nail in the coffin for him. So yeah, we're able to get the win against 2.6 here. 2.6, I know this is one where I for some reason, a lot of people think Lava Loon hard counters 2.6. I don't personally think it does, because believe it or not, well, since especially now that the balloon takes 2 shots to take out a cannon, the cannon just does a really nice job of distracting the balloon, that you don't even have to cycle 2 cannons anymore like you used to. And then also the Musk, you have to Fireball Zap to kill it, so 6 for 4, and then, yeah, I mean, a really good 2.6 player definitely can make things kind of tricky, but the nice thing you do have going for you is you do, you know, have a pretty solid counter to the Hog, and it's not Hog EQ, so they don't have Earthquake for it. Fireball isn't that great against the Tombstone, in my opinion. So, I'm going to Inferno Drag here. I was thinking about going Lava, but Inferno Drag is just a great counter to the Valk, like when they just go, you know, head on, because obviously the Valk can't do anything against it. This is quite unfortunate, though, that he does have Ewiz, because, oh, wow, okay, this actually really sucks. He's got, so, he has arrows for my minions, Ewiz for the Inferno Drag, so this is not looking good, I would say, in terms of, like, what he's got. Of course, we can work our way around it, but that's not a good sign when they have 2 cards that kind of, like, directly counter what you're using. I'm a little scared about going Lava now, because he seems to have a lot of spammy stuff, so I would rather him... Okay, so now I'm going to Lava. This time we're going to do differently than what I did before, because now we know he's got an Ewiz, so I don't want to... Okay, so the plan here is we're going to Inferno Drag and then go minions on this Valk. He has a couple options he can do here. If he doesn't have... Okay, so this is fine. We can go Balloon now. He has to defend both lanes. He can't ignore Inferno Drag. So if he doesn't have, like, skeletons or something, chances are he's in a lot of trouble here. Okay, so he goes Bats, but Zap to take this out. If the Queen dies, we might get his... Oh, wow, we still get the tower. Nice. Let's go. That worked out perfectly. Not exactly sure why he went for P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge. That was definitely a interesting decision to play the least. To say the least, excuse me. It might have been fine if he had a Zap, right? Because then he would have taken the tower, just zap the Inferno Drag, and then, you know, my tower, just goes by, essentially. But, he didn't do that, so good for us. Minions here to distract a potential Ewiz. Okay, that actually did work out perfectly, so that's great. Just go Valkyrie here. And, nice. Ewiz is actually distracted on top of the Valk and the lava. That's really clutch. Go lava here. And Inferno Drag actually kills the Ewiz. Let's go. Only because the Ewiz was low on health, but that's still not an interaction you see every day. So we'll go Balloon here. Maybe even just get the 2 crown, because why not? I don't know. Maybe we run out of time. So yeah, it's going to be GG. He's doing that 10 emote. I kind of like that one. I actually think that's an underrated emote. I don't know why I'm talking about an emote being underrated, but I just mean in terms of emotes, I actually kind of like that one. Like, I probably use it, well, in, like, clan chats and, like, maybe even in games more often than most people. Like, I mean, it's decent, you know? I don't know. Anyway, let's head into the next one. Okay, so here we go against Leo64 here. So, Tombstone at the ready if he wants to, you know, make the first play pressure set with anything. If not, I still might just go for a Tombstone. Okay, so we'll Inferno Drag this. Maybe I should have just gone Tombstone, because the Skeletons would have taken it out anyway, but I think it's fine. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, he's going to go Scar me. Let's try to zap it as quick as we can. It would have been not a great zap. It would have been ideal if I hit more, obviously. We're going to go Lava Hound here just because... So, when you're against bait, you just need to, like, get your lava going. By the way, Valk can fully counter the barrel, but I played it late, so that was kind of my bad. If you play it, yeah, quick enough minions to distract this Inferno here, hopefully we can make something happen with this push. I need to Inferno Drag this, I think. Oh, man, the Princess is really annoying. Princess might be one of the most annoying cards for lava, because unless you have arrows, it's just such a pain. Like, it does good against the minions. Oh my gosh, please, please give me the tower. Aw, so close. But fireball range, I mean, I'm not complaining. Like, I mean, we got that much damage in single. I'll take it. I mean, from an Inferno Drag, too. Okay, we do need to... Ah, this is going to be an issue. Luckily, he just used up all of his elixir, so Valk is just going away at his right tower there. And he's just going to give me the fireball to finish off his left tower. I mean, that's a... You know, that's an obvious fireball for me. I mean, why not? I take the tower, kill the princess. -1 trade, but now I don't have to worry about the princess. I'm ignoring that. That's not going to take the tower, so that's a smart decision in my opinion, because he still has to spend at least 3 elixir to take the tower. So he's going to, in total, have to spend 6 just to take it. In fact, he might even have to spend more if he decides to go Skeleton Barrel. Okay, that was a bad log. If he's smart, he just goes Goblin Barrel and takes it. Valk to distract the Inferno. Try to, maybe we go minions here to distract it if he decides to, I don't know where he's going to drop it, but either way, just make it challenging for him to get it off. Okay, he does go for it, just have to zap it. Mine should win the interaction. Fireball can actually hit. Oh no, the princess just walked away. What are you doing, princess? Do you not want to die or something? We'll go minions here on top of the princess, Valkyrie here, and that should be GG. Not too bad. Probably would have been a little bit more difficult if we... In fact, we might have even lost if we didn't get lucky with that Inferno Drag. Well, or it would be a much closer game. I don't know if we would have lost, but we probably would have still been playing right now. Like, I would have eventually taken his tower, because I did take his second tower, to be fair. So probably I would have taken one, he would have taken one of mine, and then it would be a pretty intense 2-tower game. But instead, you know, it's 2-tower game, but we won it really easily. Alright, so we'll go Tombstone here. Okay, so probably just Lava, because we're up 2 off of that interaction, right? I played a 3 elixir card, he played a 5 elixir card, so we're up 2, Tombstone down on defense, so very safe to Lava, in my opinion, just into that bowler. He's going to go Barbarians. Okay, so obviously Valkyrie's going to be the play here. And then it might even... Yeah, nice. It's going to distract the bowler as well, so that's perfect. I'm going to Balloon because he just... And then we zap this, and then hopefully he doesn't have any other counter. That would be really nice, because Bat's Mega Minion or what he's shown so far. Okay, let's just Tombstone here. We might have to... Yeah, we'll definitely have to Inferno Drag. Let's... Oh, he just mistimed the zap. That's super clutch for me. Nice. That's really clutch. That Inferno Drag got some big time value there because he also has to defend this. Otherwise, it's going to nearly take his tower because that's almost at full health. He doesn't have a Zapping Cycle, so he probably has to go... Okay. Not actually the play I thought he would do. We go Valkyrie here. Minions might have worked also, but chances are he probably would have arrowed them. So... that was an interesting play. I think we actually go Lava Hound here to distract the Mega Minion. Minions on top of the Bowler. Now, if he bats, we just go Zap. We even hit the Mega Minion too. Cool, that works, because we're going to get some damage, and then I could even Balloon, maybe, because... No, I think he's... Yeah, I think he's back to his Mega Minion. Alright, that was a weird single elixir, I'm not going to lie, but... I'm going to Inferno Drag. We need to get a Lava Loon push going here, I think. That's what we need to happen. And now is the time to do it, because he just went Giant and Bowler. So if he doesn't defend this properly, that Inferno Drag kills it all. Okay, he did distract it. I was expecting him to. But still, we're still going to kill it. And he mistimed the zap again. That's the... Is that the third time he's done that now? It's at least the second. And he missed the arrows. Oh my goodness gracious. Lava here. And that's GG. So yeah, strange Giant Graveyard deck. You see he's not running the typical Giant Graveyard deck that usually has... Well, nowadays, because the, champions being broken, typically Skeleton King or Archer Queen. In fact, he didn't even have a Musketeer or Witch. He decided to have just Bowler and Mega Minion. So definitely interesting support cards, not ones you typically see in Giant Graveyard. Well, Bowler you sometimes do, but still it's not as common. Okay, so Toxina. Alright. Probably, I was, I'm so used to saying toxic, I kind of messed up the second half of the pronunciation. Okay, so Skeleton King in the middle. Interesting starting play. Typically, people would play that in the back, not in the middle. Very first play of the game. Okay, this guy needs to chill out a little bit. That was a little aggressive. I think we're just going to Balloon, because even though... I know we're kind of being a hypocrite here because he was being so aggressive and now I am. It's kind of the right play because it's a counter push off of what he did, right? Like I had my tower helping out and I played the perfect counter to what he did essentially. So it's a little different, but still he defended it without too much trouble. We are up elixir though. No doubt about that. We're up a decent amount of elixir. Maybe not a ton, but probably at least 2 or 3. Because he had a lightning, a balloon, and when I played that balloon, we were already up elixir. Okay, fireballing that pump would be a very bad play. You don't want to fireball or spell a pump after you've already gone for a lava or golem or any heavy unit in the back. It is not a good play, trust me when I say that. I don't know if he was trying to bait out a zap or what his game plan was there, but I think saving it was probably the smart play. Now, probably he's going to lightning this, so we need to get minions down here. Okay, he's got arrows. That's actually really unfortunate because that means... But actually, if I zap this, we might even... Let's go. Inferno Drag is a win condition sometimes. Okay, that's a fireball, no doubt, because we're hitting both pumps, so... Even though he's getting one from the one that just died, that's I think about an even trade, so that's definitely the right one. So let's set up a tombstone here. This is going to be a little scary to defend, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm actually a little nervous here. There's a very good chance we'll lose our tower. Golem is actually, like, no joke. It's pretty good against lava. Usually, but we do have Valk for Skeleton King. Wait, why did he golem again? That was a mistake, in my opinion. He should not have done that. He should have supported the one he played. Man, the Valkyrie is just so clutch, like, against the Skeleton King. And the one I played is still alive, still. Wait, or was that the second one I played? I don't know. But either way, that was really nice. I also don't know why he has Zappies. This is just a strange golem deck in general. I thought it was going to be hard, that defending that push, but it really wasn't that bad. Maybe he would have had more of a chance if he supported the golem he already played instead of playing a second. I don't know. I think that was a little bit... It was just a waste of elixir, really. You know... but yeah, that was so strange that he had Zappies, you know? Zappies, good for me, though, because Fireball, best spell against them. Okay. We're halfway through, so far so good. Let's see if it's, you know, if it's gonna get any more difficult. Probably will. I always say that, and then it ends up, of course, getting more difficult as we, you know, get later on, and that's what you'd expect. So just Tombstone here. Okay, EQ, that's not a good sign. EQ is amazing against Tombstone. I'm going to go ahead and zap this Hog Rider so he doesn't get... Alright, we're going to activate the King Tower here just because the... And then we're actually going to Balloon, because now that I know he's got Firecracker, that's probably his only air counter besides the building, and he just overcommitted on that, so I'm fine. So we need a Tombstone in the anti-EQ position. If you guys don't know what that is, it's just right here where essentially it... And it's unfortunate he's got an Inferno, because if he had a Tesla, I feel like this would be a pretty easy matchup overall. Okay, he just used his log. That's great, because now... Why is this guy not going for a hog? I'm actually really confused, because most hog players go for hogs aggressively when they're against lava, especially in single. He does have Giant Skelly, though, so I do suppose that it's a little bit more expensive, but it's still surprising he didn't hog. But I'm ready for it whenever he decides to. So let's do this. And as you can see, it's the anti-EQ placement, so even though he tried to go for an EQ, as you can see, it didn't hit the Tombstone, because he has to decide if he wants to hit the Tombstone or the tower. He can't hit both in that placement. So I think we go minions here to try to distract the Inferno, which we successfully do. Fireball coming in on the... And notice how I haven't played a balloon yet. Typically when they have a building, you want to wait until they use the building before you play the balloon. And that's exactly what we did. We were patient there, which was really nice. Try to be patient with your Lava Loon pushes. I think that's a very important tip. I see a lot of people play Lava Loon. Did I already say don't overcommit? Or on defense, that's an important tip. But another thing is to be patient with your offense. So even though you don't want to overcommit on defense, that doesn't mean this is a very, 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 like, aggressive deck. And you constantly want to go Lava Loon, like, all the time. You know, like, every time you go Lava, you want to always play a balloon. Not the case. Sometimes you just want to use your Inferno Drag with it. Sometimes just the minions. It all depends on what your opponent does in response. Sometimes you just want to spell their lava counters, you know, and then go for minions, and you can get a ton of damage that way. So, like, it all depends on their spells. It just depends on if they have a building. Like, it really depends. So, like, you can see, you really have to kind of be patient, because I think one really aggressive Lava Loon push, if you're not careful, most definitely can cost you the game. It all depends on the lava deck, right? Like, Lava Miner, you can get away with being a little bit more aggressive, because the Miner makes the deck, well, more aggressive, because it doesn't have the Tombstone in it. But this is a more defensive variation, if you know, couldn't already notice. So this guy, though, he goes Lava first place. So I'm going to do the same. Typically, I don't do it, but if someone else does it, then I'm going to. Okay, so we're going to Inferno Drag here. Excuse me. We'll go Valkyrie. Try to, you know, have a good counter to this Witch here. He's got a Valkyrie as well. Very interesting. In an Inferno Drag. Okay, I'm not liking the... Oh, nice. That's really clutch. I'm really happy that happened. That could have been really bad if the... I think we could just fireball this. I don't even know if that was... Okay, that is so aggressive. I'm surprised he did that. I think I'm definitely going to go Balloon. I know this is aggressive too, but like his Inferno drags out of cycle, his Baby drags out of cycle, and Witch doesn't do great DPS to a Balloon. I believe that even gets 2 hits. Yeah, so great start to this game. We took advantage of him overcommitting. That Miner definitely was not the play he wanted to be making. It was just really a waste of 3 Elixir because the 3 Elixir I used to counter it actually helped me support the Balloon. So it made it more of a threat for him. So really just getting really good trades is what you want on defense, and that was a perfect representation of that. Like, we got a good trade, and then we capitalized off of it for offense, and there's plenty of times you want to do that, like, plenty of examples, right? Like, defensive Lava Hounds, like, for example, in this type of matchup, like, he's got a Baby Dragon, so I'll use that as example. Like, if someone has a Baby Dragon coming in, like, Lava Hound on defense, it's all about, yeah, getting good trades and counter-pushing off of those. That's exactly what this deck is, essentially. So I'm going to Fireball the Witch because it's just super annoying. And then if I'm lucky, it dies in this bomb here. Yeah, it does. It's perfect. We'll just go for a Tombstone right now. Okay, that was unfortunate timing because he did decide to go for a Baby Drag, but I guess it's still fine. Just Fireball this here. And yeah, it's going to be GG. To be fair, this probably is a good matchup for me, like, even though I don't think he played, like, the best he could have, and, of course, his deck is off meta. It's probably quite good for me, because, in general, Lava Loon counters lava decks that don't have the Balloon. That's usually generally how it works. Now, there are some exceptions. There are sometimes, you know... Okay, Lava Clone is an example. Lava Clone actually does counter Lava Loon most of the time, so I do kind of change my mind a little bit, because I just thought of Lava Clone. That's mostly because Lava doesn't... This Lava deck, well, it depends on the Lava Loon deck. If you have Lava Loon arrows, then actually I would say it doesn't. But anyway, let's not even, you know, get too carried away with that. But I just, in general, like, Lava with Balloon most of the time has matchup against Lava decks without, except Lava Clone with this variant. So we'll zap his tower here, and then... Okay, he goes minions. I'm tempted to just lava, but I don't think we should. I think it's just... Because, I don't know. Because if he's using... Okay, let's just lava now at this point. It's... I mean, I really could... it sucks I don't have a Tombstone cycle. I'm going to be really mad if we get screwed over just because we don't have a Tombstone. That was kind of a... I guess we just Inferno Drag here, to be honest. Yeah, that works. This is, like... I'm a little nervous right now, I'm not gonna lie. The start of this game was not very comfortable, that's all I'm gonna say. This was a very uncomfortable start to the game, because he decided to go... I'm not even gonna zap that, because I know he's got to scar me. Oh my gosh, this... I'm so mad that I didn't have a Tombstone cycle for the Mighty Miner, because this whole situation would have been so different, like... And now I don't have it again in cycle for his Miner, because... this is so unlucky. Luckily, I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to overcommit this time around on that. We got a lava now. I just have to. We can zap this. If he goes giant, we'll just Tombstone it. Or actually, we Inferno Drag it. I think that's the better option. This is annoying. Okay. We'll Balloon now. I think we just go Fireball on his minions. If we're lucky, we could hit the Musk too. He's got a freeze. Okay. Wow. He arrowed. Rip. I was hoping he would arrow late and the Lava Pup would kill the Musk and then maybe we'd get... But he used his arrows, so he can't Graveyard now unless he cycles back to them quickly. Wow, that's aggressive. I want to Inferno Drag the Musk. Valk here. That's annoying. That's annoying. Tombstone here. So, does this guy not even have a giant? Like, I'm actually really confused at this point. Oh, he went prediction arrows. This is huge. He just predicted. But the problem is, like, the Musk is so good against everything. This is a problem. We need a Tombstone on defense. It's really good against Graveyard. We're struggling, guys. I don't know. This ain't looking good. High Inferno Drag, so he can't freeze it. We do a Valkyrie to tank. And then we gotta go Balloon. This is, like, actually really hard. I think the main reason why this is so difficult is because he has, arrows. That's what makes this so challenging. The arrows are just so good against, like, the minions, the Tombstone, and the Lava Pups. Like, geez, man, it's kind of nuts. I think we're in a lot of trouble here. This is, like, kind of gonna be our last chance. That's it. Rip. First loss. I can't say I'm, like, too upset about losing that one. I think that's really difficult because well, I mean, I think it's fair to say because I don't think I really made many mistakes, but then again, did he really make many mistakes? I don't know. I think it was hard. I think it was hard, in my opinion at least, just because of the arrows. Like, the arrows just, they killed everything, you know? And the Mighty Miner Bomb, too, honestly, really good against minions. So I have to be careful when I use my minions in general, because he's got... I don't know, man. I don't know if I could have done anything... And the other thing, I know, like... The beginning of that game, too. Because of the Mighty Miner, which I didn't have the... I wonder if I would have won if I had that Encycle, the Tombstone for his Mighty Miner. Anyway, let's not think about... you know, the past, what happened, I guess, but... Alright, so good thing that we do have, Valk for the Skeleton King. We might get a balloon shot here. Yeah, we do. Good zap. Ooh, does suck that Inferno Drag, or that the Mega Minion stayed alive, because otherwise the Valk probably would have gotten a couple swipes on the tower. So this is looking like, lava? What the heck? I thought this was Golem. Why does he have lightning in a lava deck? That's interesting. Well, so far this is looking like it's probably going to be not that bad of a matchup because I feel like... Okay, that was... So he probably doesn't have a Zap if he has... At least I'd assume, because why would he have lightning and Zap in the same deck? Like, that's not really... Ah, he does have arrows, though. That's really unfortunate. Arrows are kind of... But his minions and his Tombstone's out of hand. It's really making me think I should go Valk and Balloon, because he might freak out. He probably could Mega Minion Lightning, but... Oh, he just messed it up, I think, because of the... Okay, so we'll Fireball this. I think this is fine. The Skeleton King might be a little bit of a problem. Wow, surprisingly he didn't activate that. I feel like he should have, because even though it wasn't full all the way, I would have had a little bit of a difficult time defending that. So lightning and arrows are his spells. We know that. And and I would assume that... Oh, wow, he decided to arrow that. Interesting. Maybe he was predicting my minions, I don't know. Either way, though, that was really good for me that I waited to play my minions. And then, okay, he's out of time, so this is his last chance. We just have to minions, and then if he arrows, we get a balloon, but I don't think that's gonna... Yeah, nice. There we go. GG. Nice win here against a similar lava deck, but definitely strange that he had lightning with lava. I think that's a very expensive combination, and in general, I feel like that makes matchups worse. I can't think of many matchups where you would rather have lightning over fireball in a lava deck. It's just not an amazing synergy, in my opinion, at least. I'm trying to think if there's like any where I'd prefer to have a lightning. I can't think of many. I mean, maybe if you're against an Archer Queen deck, but I mean that's a pretty big gamble in my opinion, just to put in lightning just for that. But I don't know, because I mean maybe there's just some others I can't really think of. I suppose Sparky, but lava typically does okay against Sparky anyway, so I don't know if you could even say that that's worth it, but anyway. Let's see what he does here. This is probably going to be that... Oh, it's probably Drill, yeah. As we see the Golden Knight, Bomber, Fire Spirit. Who's got Inferno Drag? Oh no! Don't tell me this is E-Giant. Oh god. Yeah, if you didn't... Oh no. Yeah, so... If you didn't know... E-Giant Inferno Drag isn't exactly fun to play against when you're running Lava. However, I will say that Tombstone does do an amazing job against the E-Giant, so you actually have way more of a chance than if you don't have a building. But, E-Giant just... So, here's the game plan. Because he just used his Tornado, we're going Valk Balloon. I wish I waited to play it. We could have done it in the opposite lane, and we probably would have done a lot, but I think we still get a shot here. I'm not even gonna zap because... I don't know, I just think it's not really... We'll go minions. Just because I want to have my Tombstone back in cycle. Because if he goes E-Giant to defend this, which there's a good chance he does, I want to have my Tombstone at the ready. Here we go. And then we just need to make sure our Valkyrie is away from that Tombstone. So he can't get a good dash on top of everything. We need to fireball this probably. Alright. E-Giant is weak right now, but this is not a great matchup. So we really need to... this is just going to be really tough. We'll do our best here. We're going to go Tombstone really far away. Okay, not a great Tornado. We could definitely balloon now. This is so tough, guys. I feel like we're probably going to lose this unless he really messes up. This is just so tough. Like, I don't know what we're going to do, to be honest. Yeah, this is it. This is, like, a pretty hard counter, I'd say. I don't know if it's, like, I'd go as far as saying it's, like, the worst possible matchup you can get, but it's pretty dang bad. Because I don't even think he did anything that special. He just kind of kept going for E-Giant pushes. So, yeah, E-Giant is getting buffed too, so definitely I will make a video on it. when it goes live, but not fun to play against right now. I mean, he's not doing anything special. I mean, I'm a little mad, not gonna lie. He's literally just cycling cards. Like, he just keeps on cycling Golden Knight, Inferno Drag in the back, and then just keeps playing E-Giant at the bridge. And he just keeps doing it. So, that is one thing I do kind of hate about E-Giant, even though I enjoy playing it. It's by far one of the most matchup-dependent cards in the game. Because, like, it's one of those decks where it's like... It's the type of thing where it's like, you usually either hard counter your opponent, or they hard counter you. There's not too much in between with E-Giant. And yeah, that is most definitely a pretty fat counter. You know, could we have gotten a little lucky, like, and won that? Yeah, it's certainly possible to win. So do you remember what I was talking about with the cage, where he cycled that cage at the same time I went for Valk Balloon? Well, had he cycled it and I decided to go in the left lane at the same time he dropped that cage, the outcome of that game could have been a different story, because that balloon very well could have gotten like 2 or 3 shots on his tower instead of just 1, and that could have completely changed, yeah, the whole outcome of that game. But sadly, that, you know, that wasn't the case. So we got a little unlucky there. But, you know, even if we did do what I said, like, and we got 2 or 3 hits, there's no guarantee we would have won that, because maybe the same thing would have happened where he just would have taken my tower eventually. I don't really know, but either way, let's just go Lava. This guy's not doing anything. Okay, he's gonna go Golden Knight. Yeah, Golden Knight is just such an annoying card. There's, like, nothing that counters it, except maybe, like, P.E.K.K.A, Mini P.E.K.K.A, and maybe, like, I don't even know. Like, not a lot of stuff, though, that's for sure. This is also not looking very fun. He's got Inferno Drag and Snowball. So, 2 pretty adequate counters to our Balloon. But we'll see what we can do here. Looks like he just takes that damage, alright. I guess we'll just zap, because he's not doing anything here. Okay, he's gonna go Mega Knight. We probably can just Lava into that, to be honest. I don't want to go Inferno Drag first, because he probably has an E-Wiz, so I can't Inferno Drag until my Lava is tanking. Okay, that's... this is probably not very good. No Valkyrie, though. Let's see here. If we can maybe go in... Okay, this could actually be... Okay, he doesn't... I don't think he has a lot of Elixir. This could actually... Okay, after that, he's definitely low on Elixir. I feel like he has to be. He's probably going to try to Ram Rider. Okay, he actually does that. So if we can get another... Okay, that's good. Let's just Inferno Drag this here. We need to take... We need to take his tower. So I'm going to go Lava here. We might even just give him my left tower, because I need to make sure I take his right. Yeah, so this is probably me... Tower trade situation. Although, could we actually defend this somehow? Maybe we could. It might actually be possible. Gotta watch out for this Inferno Drag. This is going alright, though. Like, we actually got a shot here at winning this. Which is all I guess you can really ask for at this point. I'm gonna go Valk Balloon. Kind of the idea behind that was maybe, like, hoping he'd go Mega Knight in the back or something, but... Oh, wow, we actually got a hit, and I think that might be all we need. Yes! Nice! Let's go! That, look, I'm gonna straight up say it. That's not as bad of a matchup as E-Giant, but that matchup is not easy. That is by no means an easy matchup. I think we just played that really smart because he has Inferno Drag, he has Ewiz, Ramrider, Snowball. So Ramrider's really good against the Balloon. Ewiz is really good against the Inferno Drag. He has Snowball and Inferno Drag, which are good against both the Lava and the Balloon. Golden Knight, I don't even have that great of a counter for. Poison, somewhat decent against the Tombstone, you could argue. That is definitely not that easy, but I think we just had a really nice start to that game. We got in that situation, that like tower trade, and then that definitely helped us out. Okay, so we're 10-2 now. Let's see if we can win this grand challenge, or if we're gonna get 3 losses, which is what happened in the last GC video, but let's see if we can get it this time. I'm gonna go Tombstone here, see how he responds. Okay, he's just going to go for a Bandit. I guess I'm going to go Inferno Drag. There's a good chance that he's using P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam. So yeah, I mean, like, most likely at this point now, that's for sure what it is. So I'm waiting to go for my Zap, and then we're going to go Valkyrie here. So he just goes Ewiz. Let's see. This could, if he goes P.E.K.K.A. in front of this could actually be a little tricky. I'm just gonna go minions, I guess. Didn't really have a good cycle there. We're just gonna Lava. Let's see here. He only has... I'm going to wait before I play my Balloon because I know his only counter... Okay, so yeah, let's go Balloon now. And then I'm going to Valk. Alright, we got a chance. That was really unlucky, the cycle we had. I had nothing for the push he did, basically, in the left lane. And that really, I think, screwed us over, obviously. And that's why P.E.K.K.A. isn't even that easy of a matchup. Like, I'm telling you, that's why the last game I'm really surprised I won. Because P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam and, like, spam decks in general are very tricky for Lava. Like, Ewiz, too, just gets so much value. You saw the Ewiz defended the whole Lava Loon push, essentially, with the help of the Poison, which was kind of surprising, but that's, you know, how it works. The Poison does wonders, obviously. The slowdown. Yeah, it's going to be GG. Wow. I'm surprised 2 grand challenges in a row that we actually don't complete. That's disappointing, but, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know. I felt like we played pretty well. Maybe a little bit of kind of like a, slip up at the beginning that I could have defended. Let me rewatch it. Maybe Fireball would have just been the play instead of freezing and not doing anything. But either way, that's why this matchup, I just want to clear this up right now because this has always been one that's kind of asked about and controversial. In my opinion, P.E.K.K.A. has a matchup against Lava Loon. The best P.E.K.K.A. player in the game, he's retired now if you guys didn't know, Carpy, also said that. The best P.E.K.K.A. player said that it does counter Lava. Most variations, but certainly this one because you don't have guards, you know, like guards or barbarians would certainly help you against P.E.K.K.A. But when you're running this variant, it's very tricky, I think, and also because of the Ewiz for the Inferno Drag. Ewiz is just in general a very good card against this deck. Yeah, I'm really dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. I'd still think we would have lost, but I don't know what I was thinking here. Why didn't I just go for a lava? That was the obvious play. Ugh, I feel so stupid now. I mean, I'm still probably going to upload this, even though this was, quite frankly, like, a pretty probably embarrassing loss here, because now that I'm rewatching this over, literally, the play here, I mean, would have just been to go lava, right? Because it would have before that E was crossed over, because then what would have happened was the E was wouldn't have reset the tower, it would have just been locked on the lava, and then the ghost would have gotten dealt with. And then I could have just gone balloon behind the lava, he wouldn't have been able to defend, and my tower wouldn't have gone down. So by doing this, like going for this tombstone, it was just quite a horrible play. I leaked elixir here. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I don't know what I was thinking, why I didn't just go... Either one or two things should have happened. I should have just, not tombstoned and just went lava on the right, as soon as I realized I was just going to give up the tower, but not go tombstone. That was, like, the worst thing I could have done there. But the best play would have just been to go lava. But you see, this is why it's not super easy, because the P.E.K.K.A players, these spam players in general, just put you in these awkward situations early on, and oftentimes, well, especially if you haven't mastered the deck, or even if you're very good with the deck, sometimes it can just catch you off guard because you're not expecting that pressure, and you have just such a short amount of time to decide what you're going to do. But either way, that was just a complete fail on my end. I don't exactly know what happened. Either way, like, 10-3, and then I got 11 the last one. So, yeah, as you can see, I don't win every single Grand Challenge I play. I probably win about 50% of the Grand Challenges I play, maybe 60%, but it's somewhere around that range. So, that kind of shows you, like, even I don't win every Grand Challenge, so even if you struggle with them, just know it's completely normal for anyone to, lose a Grand Challenge. But that is going to be it for the video. I mean, even though we didn't win it, I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. I hope you learned something. I learned something there. I mean, I kind of learned from my mistake what I would have done the last game, and that's kind of what this game is all about, like learning like what you would have done differently. But still, I don't know why I froze. That was weird. But anyway, make sure to like it if you guys did end up enjoying it. Subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already, and hopefully the next Grand Challenge we can end up winning. And my next video will probably be a ladder video. We're getting towards the end of the season here, so probably maybe I'll even do a couple videos with RG, just pushing like high up, maybe try to get to like 8,300, 8,400, beyond that, we'll see. But thanks again, until next time, guys.